Aloha kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Hoku, or welcome back if you've already subscribed. I appreciate you for being here and taking time out of your day or your evening to come and kick it with me for another mindful car talk. So I've had a couple days, ooh girl, messing up already. I've had a couple days to myself, just kind of renewing my soul a bit. I've been going through some personal things that, in essence, I feel like we all been going through some shit. Some we don't mind addressing, and others we'd rather keep to ourselves, which is fine. Oh, who the fuck be honking? Come on now. How come every time I turn on the motherfucking camera, this motherfucker really gonna pull up right here at my side mirror facing me? But anyway. So I'm gonna just ignore these motherfuckers and keep doing what I do. But anyway, yeah, so I've just been going through some stuff, and I've kind of been feeling like a need to take a break, take a breather, as we all need to remind ourselves to do, to just sort of regroup ourselves. But in doing so, I've been able to kind of catch up on some Walking Dead. I don't know if any of y'all out there are really into that show, but at first, honestly, it was way too gruesome for me to get into. And then after I was able to get past the first episode of the first season, and this was probably a couple years ago, when the show had already been probably in its third or fourth season. No. A couple years ago, I started, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I started watching the show. And of course, the show by then was already a hit. But I was just, I drag ass on actually getting in to watching popular shows and whatnot. But anyway, it took me a while to finally get into the show and to finally get past the first episode, because the first episode already was like straight up into the gore and the gruesomeness. And once I did, man, I was hooked. So I know the 10th season came out already a while ago on Netflix, but I just haven't had the time to watch anything. I've finally been able to take a little bit of time and watch season 10. And so, of course, I done binged this weekend while I was giving myself a bit of a break. And damn, twists and turns and plots and just every which way. Anyway, I feel like there's a message for today. I feel like there's a message for some specific folks out there. And I'm just letting spirit kind of guide me with the message. Ooh, immediately. So, damn. We are talking to our fire signs. So we got 8 of fire. And we got 6 of fire. Mahalo nui. Talking straight up to our fire signs. Hold up. Let me see who these motherfuckers is. It's literally parked right here. So as soon as I start recording, these motherfuckers are going to come over here.
Hold on. Let me get my glasses on so I can see it. What is that? Oh, it's a bit.
I don't understand why he just pull up and park his car facing my... He's taking up like 4 parking stalls just to face my car. And I don't know who the fuck it is. But anyway, so we have 8 of fire, 6 of fire. Oh, no. I'm going to read from the book to see what this is about, because we definitely talking to our fire signs. Fire elements. Sun, moon, or rising. I want to even say Mars signs or reactionary fire signs in our charts. So the 8 of fire is talking about transformation, change, action, rebirth, freedom, finding our purpose. It symbolizes transformation through action, really taking the steps forward to get through this stage of transformation, but not just to think about it, to actually do it. To really challenge yourself through your plan or course of action. Is it time to start a new job or quit one? Is it time to move house because the one you're living in restricts and hampers you? Or is it time to lose a little bit of weight and increase your mobility and physical fitness? Is it time to set yourself free of unnecessary weight, whether it be physical, emotional, or psychological, so you can move through life with more ease? This time of transformation that I've been talking to you guys about in the last couple of videos is upon us. And now is the time to realize You can't sit and talk about it, sit and think about it. Now's the time to really take action, to change, to really push out of the cocoon and be that butterfly that you are intended to become through the transformation. It may be something as simple as painting a room, making it brighter and lighter. Maybe it's time to clean house from one end to the other, banishing dust and cobwebs, getting rid of all that serves no purpose or is broken and unused. Regardless, this is a time of action and change, and it is a change that, once experienced, will bring you a sense of freedom, sovereignty, freedom, renewal of self. Okay, so essentially, yeah, this is a time that we're really transmuting one chapter into the next, one phase into the next. Also, we had gotten, so that was 8 of fire, but we also got 6 of fire. 6 of fire was talking about healing, meditation, truce, boundaries, support. So this is a card that represents, let me show you. This is a card that represents a time of healing through meditation, negotiation, or arbitration. It is a time when communication and diplomacy is required in order to end a conflict or dispute. So there's times in our lives when we may find ourselves caught up in a dispute or conflict after boundaries have been crossed, or our feelings hurt, or ego bruised. If lines of communication remain open and both parties are willing, the conflict can be resolved. However, there are often times when both parties find themselves unable to find or maintain the middle ground. And if they must continue to work or play a part in each other's lives, a mediator is required to negotiate or arbitrate truce. So this could be a point where you're like, this is a point of balance where you're really trying to find healing through balancing two sides of an argument, two sides of a situation in a sense. It represents possibly a legal situation where rules or laws have been broken and as a result harm has been done to another. So in this circumstance, be sure to keep your emotions under control and have your facts straight. So this isn't a time to really let emotions get heated or get the best of you, or really like take a rise out of you in a sense. So fire signs, we know how that is. I mean, I'm not a fire sun sign or even a fire moon or rising, but I'm definitely a fire reaction in my Mars planetary alignment. And so I know that my responses to things, my reactions tend to be very heated, very impulsive, very feisty and fiery. So I definitely can relate to this, especially when you're talking about being in a situation where you got to set boundaries. You know, you could be talking about financial situation, home situation, whatever the case may be. You definitely have to make sure you keep your shit in check. So fire signs, we're talking to you. I'm gonna see if spirit wants, I'm sorry, I'm kind of really just jumping into this because I'm limited on my time. I got motherfuckers looking at me and I really just want to get this done before I gotta head on to the next spot. So I'm gonna see if there's anyone else. The message of today's mindful card chat is for earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. What are my fire signs? Sorry, I didn't even mention. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But anyway, ooh, I also see this on one of the card decks. This is talking about faith. This is 24, card number 24, about faith. Look at how she's sitting in her earthly realm, earthly power with her spirit animals guarding her, guiding her. And she has wings coming out from her back, really showing the elevated state of mind and spirit where there's really no need to worry. Have faith that all that you want to accomplish, want to be done, all that you push to be or to have will be, and you will have, because you're guided. But you have to make sure you continue to keep that faith. So we're talking to fire signs, earth signs. Let me see if there's anyone we're missing here. Nope. Damn, very heavy and strong in our earth energy and our fire. So immediately looking at this card, we are the Queen of Earth. This Queen of Earth energy is reminders of our position here. But this 3 of Earth is a reminder of the seeds that we plant, the seeds that we sow within each phase of our lives. You know, we're going through these transformative, transitional phases. It's really important to remember where we're coming from and remember what seeds have been planted and are being planted by us, with the way we communicate with others, you know, the actions that we're taking in these new chapters of transition. Let me get a card from the Lantern Oracle. I like to kind of keep my stuff neat, especially when I'm in the car, because things can kind of tend to get all spread out and all over the place. So I'm going to try to keep it as concise as possible. All right. So for our fire and earth signs, fire and earth, whew, what is going on? What do we need to hear today? Women, supporting women. Okay, so together we can transcend our individual limitations. So this is a collaborative card. This is talking about connectivity. This is talking about union with not only like-minded but like-spirited souls, divine feminine energy coming through to really nurture and nourish bonds that will create a firmer foundation, but I'm hearing also will facilitate our transition a lot better when we can connect. Look, you see this golden rope, this golden chain that's binding them and weaving through them. Yeah. The individual limitations that we create in ourselves can be transcended if we seek unison with our sisters, with, you know, supporting each other in our divine feminine and getting rid of the distorted perceptions that we hold that do limit us as well, because reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. Don't be afraid to break through, break past this limiting idea of distorted perception. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull from Isis guidance cards. See a direct message for my fire signs. Ooh. It's really hard to do this in the card just because it is limited space, but you know, I am on the go, so I just wanted to do a quick truth seeking here in the car. So wow, we got magic and ritual. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. So this is the action that we're looking or seeking to take, fire signs. Also, we have Goddess of 10,000 Names. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression and would love some divine help in that growth, this oracle indicates the help you need is already within you, urging your growth from within. So really a time of delving into that fire pit that lies within you, that pit of action that helps change your circumstances from what was and what is to what will be. So let me pull for our earth signs. And look at this, just the synchronicity, the consistency. So earlier I was asking who this message was for initially, and I got two very concrete fire sign cards. And along with that energy, we have this. We have the Magic and Ritual card and the Goddess of 10,000 Names from the Isis Oracle. And again, with very, very heavy and present fire energy altogether. So, all right, so for our earth signs, let me see. Message for the earth signs. Encouragement, hopefully, because I'm an earth sign. And like I said, I needed a break. I was taking some time off just to kind of go through a breather. Oh, okay. One card. Wow. Temple of Carnelian. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. So this is definitely about grounding, making sure that you might have to take risks, but taking risks that allow you to truly and genuinely be yourself is the step that you need to take in order to get through these transitional periods. This is the step you need to take in order to embody more of who you are. Remembering the seeds that you've sown and the seeds that are to be sown, to grow into the person, to grow into the situation, to grow into the experience that you need during this butterfly transformation. Any other message for earth signs, spirit? Yes, mahalo nui. So, guardians, healing the divine masculine. So maybe this is just a sign that right now for the earth signs there's a bit of an imbalance. Really finding out who you are and getting in touch with recalibrating, resensitizing, I want to say, yourself towards your masculine energy. Helps provide protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. I can definitely relate. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer your inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. Allowing your divine masculine to heal from the issues, the problems, the situations that you're going through in order for your feminine to take a breather and to allow the creative energy of the feminine womb sacral space to really bloom like the flower that it is. All right, I'm going to pull possibly, I'm going to pull from the lantern deck to get a message for both fire and earth. Overall closing message. Misalignment, which touches on the earth signs message of healing the divine masculine. This is misalignment energy. We're still in that rut. What can we do to get past this? How can we learn to truly come to balance the scales within? Creative power. This goes hand in hand again with our healing the divine masculine, because again in this one it says your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. And here we go, pulling the creative power card. Release your alchemical energy into the world, that divine feminine womb sacral space I was talking about. This is what we need to allow to burgeon, but in order to do that, in order to realign, we have to heal the masculine power, masculine energies within us. Okay, one more message from the lantern. Ooh. So again, for my fire and my earth signs. So it felt like this. So where we're at right now is that we need to learn that it's about responding, not reacting. Again, especially for our fire signs, which are all about blowing up, reacting in a very spicy manner, if you will. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. No matter what you're going through, no matter what problems arise, no matter what situations are occurring, no matter what relationship troubles you might be experiencing, it's all in how you choose to respond. And the choice that we have to weigh is showing us where we are misaligned. Like we got the card misaligned. It's showing us where we are specifically misaligned. And once we make a choice to rebalance ourselves to help heal our divine masculine, we will then be able to use that creative power of divine feminine in an alchemical way to gain access to the type of masterpiece or to the type of exquisite lifestyle and artistic life and reality that we want. So yes, this falling underneath, be mindful of the choice of how you respond. Don't just react impulsively, fire signs. Ground yourself, earth signs. This is also earth energy. Moving forward, the first step is taken without our stillness. So sometimes things aren't going to be completely still. They're not going to be completely ready for you. Like the way that we as earth signs may think that things have to be like just so, things have to be ready for me to like take that leap of faith. Look at the desert. Look how the sands are constantly being moved by the wind, the kamakani. You know, the landscape is constantly shifting. If you put your foot down, it's going to sink, and the ground is going to constantly be shifting beneath your feet. So don't wait for things to be just so before you make that first step forward. That inner healing, that inner journey is all about the choices you make and the steps that you take. So I know this is a very generalized message for you guys out there. I really felt just compelled to come on here and connect with self and spirit and with you guys, whoever's out there. I appreciate you taking the time, listening in. And even though this wasn't a very extended message, I feel like it's definitely meant for some ears and for some spirit out there. So take it as it resonates, and I trust that you guys have a beautiful, blessed, guided, protected, love-filled day that only bubbles into tomorrow's abundance. So yes, I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you're liking this kind of content. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Love, light, and always aloha.